Hey everyone, it's your boy, Captain Brookworm. So, a few weeks ago, I saw Across the Spiderverse, and hot damn, if you haven't seen it, go fix that immediately. It's definitely the kind of movie you want to see on the big screen if you have the chance. I saw it twice with my friends and family, and everyone I went with really enjoyed it. The first time I saw it, however, I went with my artist friends, and when we got back, we busted out the sketchbooks and all made our Spidersonas. Funny little anecdote, 3 of the 4 artists are terrified of spiders to the point looking at a picture gave us the heebie-jeebies, and one was, fine with looking at pictures of spiders. Guess which 3 decided to base our Spidersonas on real fucking spiders? The sacrifices we make for art. I guess that leads nicely into the starting point for my design. I based mine on a spotted fisher spider. I won't show a pic for my fellow arachnophobes, but it is actually a very pretty spider, all things considered, and it can walk on water, hence the name Fisher. So I conceived my Spidersona to be one that could walk on water and was partially waterproof in addition to the normal spider powers. I also hate chemistry, so the webs might have to be the organic kind, just because I don't think I'd be capable of making it even in a fantasy. So yeah, the suit was based on a wetsuit. It's something they could pretty easily get and then modify the heck out of. I don't actually know how to sew or make outfits in real life, but if I got superpowers, I would learn to make my own suit. I think that's a safe bet. They also have water skis that they use by tethering themselves to a boat with their webs to ski along the water and get places quickly. I also gave them a hood just because I like that design on Spider-Gwen, and some fins just for flavor. I ended up leaning more ocean theme as I went along than Fisher Spider, which is freshwater, but that's definitely a more fun aesthetic to hit, so sue me. Someone suggested I make my spider bioluminescent if I'm heading down that angle anyway, and you know what? Hell yeah, it's a radioactive spider, it definitely glowed. The other thing I added to my design was 2 extra eyeballs. Another funny thing about doing this with a group of people was seeing who went body horror and who didn't. I went down the middle, but one of my friends was way more edgy. I love designs with black sclera. I couldn't even tell you why, so I made sure to give the extra eyes black sclera, plus flavor text. All 4 get that when they're mad. I simply think I deserve superpowers that respond to my emotions. They hide the extra eyes with a shonen anime boy headband. I wear glasses in real life, and I really like the look of them actually. So even though one of the canonical spider powers being that it cures eyesight is something that my Spidersona has, they're still gonna wear their glasses, just cause, sue me. With the coloring, I picked a color palette online just because I sucked at coming up with those on the fly. I got a really good seafoam green and a pink, but since they're water themed, the seafoam became the main color with the pink there for accents. I had a lot of trouble with the civilian colors, actually. The ones for the spider suit came pretty naturally, where the placement was for everything, but the civilian colors were difficult. I started with my usual Captain Brookworm colors, like the purple and the green. I use that for my profile in most of the ways I draw myself online, but it clashed horribly with the palette I had for the suit. I thought maybe it could work for, disguise reasons, but no, it had to go. I played around with so many placements that I made a separate file just to explore them all. I found one I liked more than the others, so that's the main outfit, but I own a ton of jackets in real life, so it's not, super unlikely that this version of me would own all of those outfits. We did some discussions about what our Earth's villains would look like, and I'm actually not a huge Spider-Man fan outside of the Spider-Verse movies, so I really only know the basics. The only things I had hammered down were that they were all way more ocean, water-themed than normal Spider-Man villains. I wanted a badass woman to be Prowler, and Morbius is a 10-year-old boy who unironically says it's Morbin time, and defeating him is just babysitting. The last thing we went over was what our version of Earth was. I picked the number 3377. It doesn't exist as far as I'm aware. Shout out to you if you're an old enough fan to remember when my channel name had that number in it, i.e. you are me or my brother, because this was even before the really old Star Wars Rebels content that is now mostly privated because I was a cringy 14-year-old. As for why that number, I just like it. There's no special reason except tradition at this point. Anyway, in Earth 3377, New York is flooded from climate change, but instead of moving away, they just replaced the streets with canals like Venice. It's not as futuristic as Earth 2099, but it is futuristic enough that I'm hand-waving how they protected the building's foundations and the subway and all that. They've got a cool futuristic advanced flex seal, okay? Just roll with it. Yeah, so that's my Spidersona. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, all that YouTube stuff. We're actually really close to 1,000 subs, which I was not expecting so soon. So thanks in advance. But yeah, odds, evens, and everything in between ends. I'll catch you later. Bye!